Once upon a time, there was a couple named Briggs and Sarah. After they got married, they struggled to conceive a child. It took them 5 years of crying and praying before they were finally blessed with their daughter, Louisa. When Louisa was born, Briggs and Sarah couldn't stop thanking God for their little miracle, especially when they had lost all hope. One beautiful evening, after dinner, Briggs, Sarah, and Louisa were lying in bed. Briggs kept staring at his daughter and smiling. "Tell me the reason behind this smile tonight," Sarah asked her husband, also smiling. "Who would have ever thought we would be parents someday? Do you remember all we went through?" Briggs asked. "How could I ever forget? I was called a barren woman and mocked for 5 years. Friends and old women gave me countless pieces of advice. Doctors had different things to say each time we went to them. People pointed at me as I walked past, even in church. I was referred to as the fair barren. I almost committed suicide when a woman told me to my face that I was like a man and that was why I couldn't give you children," Sarah said, tears rolling down her cheeks. "It's okay. Those days are behind us now. God has given us Louisa and blessed us with our bundle of joy," Briggs said with a smile. "Her 7th birthday is coming next week. Our daughter will be 7 years old," Sarah said with a smile. They both kept staring at Louisa, who was sleeping peacefully. Briggs stretched his hand, turned off the light, and bid his wife good night. The next day, Briggs was so tangled up at work that he forgot it was time to pick Louisa up from school. It was the weekend, and Briggs usually picked her up on weekends. It was already 40 minutes past dismissal, and Louisa was not yet back. Sarah, worried, called her husband. Briggs, shocked that an hour had flown by, pleaded with his wife to quickly get Louisa because he was still very busy. Sarah immediately left for Louisa's school. Sarah, 55 minutes late, took a bus but got stuck in traffic. She decided to switch to a bike for faster travel. Realizing she had forgotten her purse on the bus, she got off the bike and began walking back to find the bus. Meanwhile, Louisa sat outside the school with some classmates waiting for their parents. Growing tired and hungry, Louisa decided to walk home alone. As Louisa walked, her lunchbox fell into the main road. She tried to retrieve it, not noticing a speeding car. A man tried to call out to her, but it was too late. The car hit Louisa. The driver, Daniel, immediately stopped, saw Louisa lying almost lifeless, and rushed her to the hospital. Sarah, still searching for her purse, decided to head to the school and call her husband. Upon arriving at the school, she found it deserted. The headmistress, locking up, told Sarah that everyone had left. Sarah, worried, called Briggs using the headmistress's phone. Briggs, panicking, said he was coming over immediately. Sarah, Briggs, and the school staff went to the nearest hospitals, looking for Louisa. At the 3rd hospital, they learned a girl matching Louisa's description had been brought in but was taken elsewhere for surgery due to a lack of equipment. Sarah fainted upon hearing this, overwhelmed with fear for her daughter. Daniel, who had taken Louisa, reached a better-equipped hospital in his city. The doctors performed emergency surgery on Louisa, who had internal brain bleeding. The surgery was successful, but Louisa needed time to recover. Back home, Sarah and Briggs couldn't sleep, worried about their daughter's fate. Briggs made calls, creating awareness about Louisa's disappearance, while Sarah prayed for Louisa's safety. At the hospital, Daniel and his wife Tricia stayed by Louisa's side. They remembered losing their son, Pascal, and felt a deep connection to Louisa. The next morning, Daniel decided to find Luisa's parents using the information on her school uniform. Back in their city, Briggs received a call from the school's proprietor, assuring him that they would help find Luisa. Briggs, still distressed, only wanted his daughter back safely. Briggs, a devoted husband and father who deeply loves his family. Sarah, Bright's wife, who struggled with infertility but is now a loving mother. Luisa, their beloved daughter, born after years of hope and prayer. Daniel, the driver who accidentally hits Naomi but then rushes her to the hospital. Trisha, Daniel's wife, who supports him and stays by Naomi's side. School headmistress, the school official who helps Sandra when she arrives late. Pascal, Daniel and Trisha's deceased son, whose memory influences their actions.